Hello everyone, welcome to part 21 of the GT Improvement course. Today we're going to be working on some more percent of a number problems, and the type of word problems that we're going to be working on is when it says the price includes a tax, tip, or discount. Okay, we've done some percent of a number problems. Before we get going on this, let's do a quick warm-up. I'm going to give you a problem on your screen here. Go ahead and solve it, and we'll go over the answer when you come back. All right, here's your answer for that problem. You should have first figured out what is 4% of the 6830, because we're trying to calculate the tax. And then what we're going to need to do is add whatever that tax amount is to our original price. So 4% of 6830 should have worked out to 273.20. And then add the two together, you should have gotten 7103.20, and the answer was A. All right, let's move on to when the price includes a tax or a tip, and I'm going to give you an example of a problem that shows what I'm talking about here. All right, so we're going to talk about calculating the original price before a tax, tip, or discount. All right, so you see that problem. It says an appliance costs $37.10, including a 6% sales tax. What was the sticker price before tax? With this problem, that price that they're giving you, the $37.10, they're telling you that that is the price with the sales tax. So your job here is to calculate what the original price is before tax, okay? So before we get into solving these problems, we need to take some notes. And I brought out my little handy dandy flippy book. Go ahead and go to your percent of a number tab. Calculating the OP, the original price, before a tax, tip, or discount. All right. So what a lot of people want to do is they want to take that problem that I just gave you, and what they would do is they would do 6% of 37.10. That does not work in this situation. There's something very special you have to do with the percentage when you're calculating this problem. So we're still going to use our percent of a number setup, okay? What goes here is always, always, always the original price. Okay, that is what we are trying to figure out in these problems. So for these problems, your X always goes here. Now, if it's telling you that an item includes a tax or a tip, something that is being added on top of the price, there's something very special that you do. You add that percentage to 100. And the reason that we do that, we add that percent to 100. And the reason that we do this is we're not just paying the original price, which is considered the 100% of the cost. We're paying more than that. We've added a tax or tip to that price, which is why we add the percent to 100. So in the case of this problem, it would be 6 plus 100. 6% is the sales tax rate. It would be 106% of the original price is $37.10. In these types of problems, the part is considered to be the price with the tax. And I know this can be a little bit confusing, but I promise it will get the right answer every single time. So when an item includes a tax or a tip, you need to add that percent to 100, and that's what you would put here. Your X is always the original price because that's what we're trying to solve, and then the part is the price with the tax that they give you, okay? Now, let's go ahead and solve this problem. So 106% of X equals 37.10. I still need to change my percent to a decimal. So it'd be 1.06x equals 3710. 1.06. Now here we get to divide decimals. So we're going to put 3710, or you can just do 37.1 into the box. And then 1.06 on the outside. Move my decimal, move my decimal. Now if you notice the answers in your in this question, they all begin with 3, so we know that the first digit has to be a 3, right? So 106 can go into 371 3 times. That's going to be 318. Okay, bring down the 0. All right, the second digit has to either be a 7, a 4, a 5, or a 9. And we're trying to figure out how many times 106 goes into 530. I know that that's 5 times, because 5 times 6 is 30, and then 5 times 1 is 5. So your answer would be $35, which is C. Okay? All right, let's do another one. So this is how you would set up a problem when it tells you that the item price includes a tax or a tip. It's already been added to the base cost. Let's talk about problems like this one where you have a discount. So this says, after taking off a 12% discount, a new car costs $6,600. What was the price before the discount? So again, we're calculating original price. But in this case, it's a discount, not a tax or a tip, not something being added to the price. It's something being taken away from the original price. So when the item includes a tax or tip, we add the percent to 100. If the item includes a discount, we're not going to add the percent to 100. We are going to subtract that percent from 100. Okay, so if an item includes a discount, we subtract the percent from 100. So for that problem, okay, still looking for original price, so that's where my X goes. And then in this case, it's a 12% discount, so I need to subtract that discount from 100. That would be 88. And then what goes over here is the part, which in these types of problems is always the amount with the discount or with the tax or with the tip, so 6,600. Okay, now it's algebra. So we have 0.88x equals 6,600. You go ahead and do the computation on your own. I'm going to do it quietly on my paper. All right, so Once you've got your first 2 digits, you can pretty much stop, because A is the only possible answer that it could be. All right, make sure, don't forget to use those answers when you're doing this type of computation. Use your answers for your, to help solve that type of computation, okay? So, takeaway, if the item includes a tax or a tip and they ask you to calculate the original price, you have to add that percent to 100. If it includes a discount, you have to subtract from 100. Okay, this is very important. I'm just gonna put a nice big circle around it. Okay, all right, I'm gonna give you a problem to work out on your own. All right, for this problem, we were working with a discount. My setup ended up being 93% of X equals $19.53. So I subtracted that 7% from 100, which got me my 93. Original price is what I was looking for, and the 1953, the price with the discount, always goes as the part. So then you set up your algebra and you end up doing 1953 divided by 0.93, which got you 21, and the answer is C. All right, so that's it for this video. I hope you did okay. Strong suggestion for you is to make flashcards for these types of things, like the stuff we're writing in our notes, the big takeaways like this one. I would definitely make a flashcard, you know, to help remind yourself of what you would do in this situation, okay? All right, hope you have a great day. Our next video, we're going to be talking about percent of change. Thanks, and see you there.